because every Friday it is Friday with Carole. Carole, you know what? It's always fascinating when you come on.
Thank you.
Today we're talking guns, and right before the break, we talked about shotguns.
Right.
The choice should be the choice for people to protect themselves in the home.
In your home, and I do a lot of instructing for older ladies over 50 who their kids are grown, their husbands either died or moved on, and they live alone, and they live in condos, and so I teach a lot of women self-defense. And the self-defense, even with my mother, who was over 70, and living on a farm, 4-bedroom farmhouse, and mother, when she was younger, she would shoot, trap, and skeet with daddy, do 22 target shooting, ping ping on little tin cans or something simple. But she never really, did anything with firearms. She never hunted or anything. But now here's daddy's gone, and mommy's living alone, and she doesn't want to leave her house. She loves her house. She's been there 50 years. And we, as her children, didn't feel that she was, as safe as she could be. So I put her through the women's self-defense course. Now, it doesn't just mean it's for women. It means it's just happens to be called that. And so what we did was we got mommy her shotgun. And she lives in a big house. And I said, Mommy, you hear anything that sounds like it's not normal? I said, you leave the house, go all the way to the back bedroom, which is where she sleeps, lock your bedroom door, and between the mattress and the box spring is her shotgun. Mommy, you pull that shotgun out and you lay it on the bed. And the bed is between you and the door. You have a telephone right there on your end table. You call 911 and you tell them what's going on. Okay? And you stay there. She has her 2 shotgun shells in her next to her bed in the drawer, pulls them out, loads it, lays this gun on her bed. All right? Then she sits there. Police are on their way, okay? But, honey, we love our police, but they can't be every place at once. They'll be there to write the report. They'll be there to take your complaints, but they can't be every place at once. So you have to be personally responsible.
Right.
And if Mother wanted to live on the farm and have the enjoyment of this big house on the farm, she had to be personally responsible. So she lays the shotgun on the bed. It's loaded now, and it's aiming toward the door. Door is locked. As she hears footsteps coming up the hallway, she hears them at the edge of the door. She knows they can hear her. She yells in her loudest voice, I have a shotgun, and if you come in that door, you will be dead, and the police are on their way. And that's where she stays. She keeps that mattress between her and the door, and she stays there. And that's the way she does. And that's what you have to do. You have to be proactive. You have to protect yourself, okay? So that's one thing. The other things you have to remember is that if you have children in the house, you never, ever, never in any of my houses have there ever been a loaded shotgun. Never been a loaded firearm. But how can you, in the middle of the night, grab the shotgun and put the ammo in if you don't practice? Well, right down in Delran, New Jersey, we have the Delran Junior Marksman. It's a National Rifle Association range. And we start kids on firearms at the age of 10 years old. 12 years old we start them. State of New Jersey starts at the age of 10. You can get a hunting license at the age of 10 up. That's supposedly the cutoff as to where you know right from wrong. You can follow instructions. And believe me, I've taught hundreds and hundreds of men and boys, and if they're not mature enough to take the responsibility, there's a big difference between owning a firearm and having a kid's cap pistol.
Right.
And that's the difference they have to be able to tell.
So now, not because I'm not a gun owner, never been, but so we are allowed to have guns in our homes in New Jersey.
Yes, you are allowed to have, first of all, if you have ever been in a mental institution or on any type of drugs that would be mental problem drugs, or have been a felon, okay, save your money, you're not going to get a firearm permit. In order to buy a firearm, okay, you have to have in New Jersey a firearm purchaser's card. That entails you getting fingerprinted. It costs $90 to send it away. Well, 90 last time I looked. And the FBI goes through to make sure that you're not a felon, to make sure you're not a pervert, make sure you're not a danger to society, okay? And that is for every time you want to buy a pistol, okay, a short handgun, or revolver, or a long arms. Now, there are some differences in different states, but I'm talking specifically
Right.
New Jersey. So once you have, it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get the firearms purchaser's card. Now, when you go to Walmart or a gun store, they are not allowed under the law to even open the case unless you show them this card. All right, once they show this card, then you can look at the different firearms and you know, see if that's when you like that one or it doesn't fit your hand or whatever the problem is. But that's the laws in New Jersey. Now,
What about carrying though?
all right, nobody in New Jersey has a carry permit
Right.
unless you are active duty or retired police officer, or you have a Superior Court judge give you permission. And getting permission from any Superior Court judge is nil and none. I mean, my bank president, Harry Danskiver, large sums of money. He always had a shotgun behind his seat in his office at the bank, okay? Was he allowed to carry? No. Because he applied for it, but there was not the urgency, and they don't have to give you. That's a gray area in the law where they can refuse you. That's New Jersey's law. And the problem with New Jersey's law is, okay, I understand many people don't want to own a firearm. They don't want the responsibility. But that's not the point. If the law in New Jersey allowed you to own a firearm, then a criminal would not know whether you do or not. You see, right now we're at the shady point of the stick here. Everybody around us, okay, owns firearms, has carry permits. Different states vary in other different ways. But New Jersey can't.
Right.
So where do the criminals come to go to work? The criminals come into New Jersey because they know, I can break into that house and I don't have to worry because, you know, they're not allowed to carry. I can break into that guy's car. I can rip that woman out of a car while she stopped at a traffic light because I know in New Jersey she's not allowed to carry a permit and her license says New Jersey. So we're really at a disadvantage and not having the right to carry, okay? There's two ways to carry. One is a concealed carry and one is an open carry. We're not Texas. We don't want to sling on a holster and walk around with our firearm. That's not what we're talking about. New Jersey has more people per square mile than any other state of the union. We have more opportunity for a problem.
Right.
Okay. So, but what we'd like to do is, beside being able to own it and keep it in our home, we need to be able to tell the criminals on the outside of New Jersey that, hey, maybe I do have a gun, or maybe I don't. And you're going to have to take your chance. And when you look at the states where they have a carry permit, when you see a state where they have a permission to openly carry, the crime rate is down by like 200%.
Now hold that thought. We have to go to commercial break because I want to ask you about something when we come back off break. All right.